idea. We're taking the daily onto the COVID track. Plan for the day. I'm gonna start this again. The Supercharged AU Falcon. Going to fix that today. The lower shock, driver's side front shock, snapped off. So I need to fix it. I could bolt a new one in there, but then I need to find one. And there's some AUs here, but it's also work. I think I'm planning on wedging some timber in there, driving it up to the shed, and then welding off the metal tabs that are still there back onto it. Seeing how that goes. That's sort of my plan. Less nut and bolts, nut and bolts to undo. A little bit more physical bending and welding of metal. We'll be laughing, should be fixed. And I wouldn't mind seeing if it does a skid or something, but I need some concrete to do it on. Anyway, that's the plan. We'll scoot off over to here. We did belly out that limo on that jump. Didn't hit it with enough pace, lads. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, this is the big Supercharged AU Falcon. This is what started me on YouTube. I was like, oh, I better film what I've done. It performed pretty well. Pretty well 200 horsepower, untuned on a dyno. Welded the bull bar on it. Gave her a lift. SC12 supercharger off a Toyota. Welded up some mounts for it and bolted her all on there. Put a little brace in it because it had a little bit of movement. It doesn't move too much. Move some of it where the belt is ran. And yeah, bought the biggest belt that they make, that Daco makes. I think it's like 3 meters. Something stupid, maybe it was 2 meters, can't remember. Welded the smaller pulley on it. It's like, that's spinning at like an extra 60%, I think it is, quicker than that. So I'm definitely overspinning it, and this big girl makes about 5 pound, I think it is. This might tell me. Boost wise, no, 6. It starts at 6. Starts at 6 and drops off to 5, back up to 6-ish. So yeah, 5 pound of boost. Untuned, other than I put Falcon BA injectors in it, and that was it. Put supercharger on it. So I've got all stainless piping into the factory airing box, and then stainless into intercooler, because this gets hot, it blows hot air, and then intercooler into the air intake. The fan works a treat. So yeah, all in all, it works really well. It's definitely quicker with it being supercharged, but it does tend to want to break things too, but you get that. So that is what broke on it. You notice that's meant to be on there and stuff, you know. So that's my mount kit to lift it. I'll bend this across. I might wedge some timber in here for the moment to drive it back up to the shed, because working on it down here looks annoying. We'll see how we go. Let's get into it. Alright, so here's what I got going. Cut a bit of timber. Even cut some angles on her. Building things. Ratchet strap to a couple points, ratchet strap. And that should hold that in there. There was a jack here, but that's a while ago. I'll go get a jack, put one of those tyres on here, and we'll drive her up. See if the battery's still got charge, and we'll kick her in the guts. Yeah, well, we got something. We got a half tank of fuel. Oh, it's alive! That is a sound I've missed. Weirdest noise. Right, that's enough of that. I'll go get a jack. Right, well, I didn't film putting it down off the jack, but timber's in there. Creaked a bit, but you know, it's doing its thing. Oh, I didn't take that out. It's cleared anyway, it's a bonus. We'll see if she drives up on that. So I don't think that's a forward room either, because it didn't go on. But it's on enough. Alright, we'll see how the big girl treats us. If that falls through and hits the ground, we'll hopefully keep driving. Here's Spidey, Spider. Cobwebs everywhere. So we've still got drive. Something stuck on. Interesting. Don't know what's grinding. Dropped a little bit here, but we got it up to the house, to the shed, so it's really a win-win. So added to, oh, where do I start? This bit, we'll weld on there, and then I'm back to me spot where I need to be, bang on. And then I added this bit on there, because it clearly snapped off. You'll see that bit of metal is there, and that one's not. That one's gonna weld on like that. Funk. Yeah. Singed me hair a little bit. Oh, classic missed it too. I let it cool down because I was like, I don't know. Oh, it's still sprayed oil everywhere. I don't know how warm you can get a shock. Turns out I found it. And it burst on me. I did a fair bit of welding already and I let it sit for 5 minutes and I got a bit excited. Oh. Stopped giving drive for him and I won the race though. We weren't sure if it was gearbox, diff, or whatever else. Turns out it's the diff. Definitely diff. And the diff on these is like, oh, this big bolt engine. You drop this whole K-frame down. Bit hard. We've got a spare one, but we would then need to pull that one out as well. This is real muddy. Or it becomes a ride-off. Looking like a ride-off. 222,000 kilometres. It's a pretty good nick. It's a good runner, this one. It's a very good runner. Jordan got paid to take this away from a house. $50, get rid of it. Tough gig. It's had a pretty rough last 1,000 Ks of life. Yes, I was welding. And all of a sudden it burst into flames on me. Singed me hair a little bit. You can see, but hey, it's still good. And then the camera wouldn't load to get the fire. It was like a flipping fireball. I was just saying to the bro, to the brother, I wonder how far you can push it with heat. That far. I think it's slowly run out of oil. I wish I got it on film. She was on fire. It was a fireball. How disappointing that this size now just done a big old spring. Someone who does shocks for a living will be like, yeah, that was always going to happen. And you're probably right, you know. You're probably right. I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't know when. It doesn't like welding oil. Yeah, look how much distance that's still got to go. Right, so we've jacked it off, we've lowered the jack onto the ground. And look how close we are to line up. Oh yeah. All day. I think I've bent something or something skew with because this is always tight when you give it a lift. That starts to hit bind on the coil. I hit it hard enough, I broke the weld off and started pushing it in. Loosened the camber arms off to get it. And we got there in the end because that is through. It's definitely bent, but it doesn't even move. So I don't know, some lovely welds there. So I put a spring compressor on it, and yeah, the shock doesn't move at all. So this side might be really stiff. Weird. I don't know what's at the top. Oh, that stinks. I don't know what's at the top of a ball joint there, but it hates it. Look at it. Flipping rank. Right. Fixed. Very stiff. It's flipping stuffed. It's not moving.
Oh, hey. Did it break or?
Thanks. Me boy. Let's go for a drive. Oh, this thing's great. This thing's actually good. Oh, I've lost my belt. Oh. It loses a lot of power when I lose that. What a drama. Everything's still on, I just lost the belt. Right, we found a rock. Let's see if we can burn something off. Never done a burnout in a big go and I think it deserves it. Oh, it doesn't want it! It does want it! was scared. Look at the smoke on that. Poor little dog. Oh, that's hot. How's this? Oh, that's cool. Feel the intercooler difference. Pretty bogan skid, but we don't have a concrete pad out here yet, so what do you do? Got bogged. Careful. Oh. I won't go in reverse. Yeah, it's a real issue now.
Like we don't have to go back.
The Falcon 4K has lost reverse. Ah, piece of cake. Easy. That'll probably end the video there. Fix me AU. The auto seems a bit warm, not gonna lie about it. Yeah, fixed the big girl, she's back up and running. And unfortunately we only popped the one tyre off it, but there's only rocks in some places. Oh, up here. So yeah, cheers for watching. A bit of a random one, but fixed the AU. That had to happen. And I needed to film something, so here we are. Merch has finally come in, new hat, new top. The online store, hopefully it's up this week, and I'll put up a video telling you all. So we'll see how we go. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.